In today's video, we're taking a look at Bloodsport from DC's Suicide Squad, Mcfarlane. Stay tuned. And welcome back to the show, guys. Welcome back. And let's begin by looking at this absolute badass figure, Bloodsport from the Suicide Squad. Man, I've got to begin by saying I was not interested in watching that movie. Again, guys, I don't like movies that have corny comedy. I don't like movies like Guardians of the Galaxy. I just think they're corny. They're not funny. You know, and it just, I like my movies to be dark. However, when I saw who the actor was playing with, which is Idris Elba, and I saw this guy in uniform with this helmet, first of all, this thing looks like a xenomorph. If it was to be a xenomorph in human form, this is the guy that it would be. Now, I didn't know that this Bloodsport character existed in DC world. And man, I've got a lot to learn about the DC world. But this is just one fantastic, beautifully made character. It is top heavy as usual with all the Mcfarlanes. And he does tend to fall down. Not a deal breaker, not going to break that. But there's a little bit of disappointments coming with this figure. Not Mcfarlane's fault. It's more of a Warner Brothers fault, and we're going to touch on that, guys. But look at this absolute great figure. I will say to my guys out there in Instagram who follow me, guys, I do have to apologize because I first posted kind of like a negative post thinking that Hollywood had changed the story around about the main character wearing this suit and that it was some other guy in the suit. But it turns out that in one comic book it shows that there's a character that nobody knows wearing this. At least that's my understanding. And then there was some kind of a graphic novel where Amanda Waller does take Du Bois, I think I'm pronouncing it right or wrong, I'm just going to say Robert, and blackmails him just like Deadshot, gives him this uniform, and has him go out there. And the reason for that is because this guy's, and again, it's just very confusing, this guy's story, because the tech that he has is from Lex Luthor, and it's tech that this guy not only can teleport, that's probably why she gave him the helmet, to protect him from all the teleportation, but he can on command teleport weapons. And we're going to get into all that because I'm going to show you what I did for him compared to what WB made Mcfarlane do, which is so ridiculous. But to begin with all that, let's take a quick measurement of this dude. And again, guys, one of the hardest things that I hate about when I do these measurements is that I don't want the figure to fall. And Mcfarlane always makes him top heavy. So I'm going to take him from his boot all the way to the top of his head. Lock it in there. And I've got on the display, according to this, I've got a 7.4 to his head. And you guys saw that I put the measuring tape to the top of the helmet. All right, let's get that out of the way. The next thing we're going to take out of the way is some of the accessories. Now, just so I can let my viewers know, I am not planning on buying the rest of the figures to build this King Shark. I'm not impressed. I have a right as a consumer, because a lot of you already attacked me online, that I just don't think it looks good. This King Shark, these are the pieces, so I'll probably end up giving these away to a friend or somebody online who can probably put some good work to use with this. But to be honest with you, this beer belly King Shark is not what I'm used to in the DC world, especially since the TV show Flash has me spoiled with a ripped up shark. I mean, come on, guys, let's ask for the very best. And get some of the boring stuff out of the way. We've got the usual, you know, stand, the DC stand that Mcfarlane is so gracious giving us. Here it is. And let me get that out of the way for you guys. And as we continue with the review, we're going to take a look at the two swords that I'm not really digging on this guy, and we'll definitely look at. But I will show you something that I'm going to be doing with this guy that you guys are going to love, but so you guys can take a closer look at the swords. And last but not least, they have the actor here, Idris. I don't know if I'm saying his name correctly, for those of you who are interested in the character. And like I said, I'm not collecting the other Suicide Squads. It's just not my thing. Again, it's my preference. I can't stand that Harley Quinn character. Not interested in that. But this guy here, I think all of you will agree with me in the comments. This guy's just badass. So here's his card. Let me get my finger out of the way. Put it into focus for you guys to read it. Take a moment, guys. Pause it. And let's continue. What an absolute great character, guys. Let me bring this guy close. Man, this guy is not only an absolute looking character, it is comic book accurate. However, before you guys chew me up in the comments, it's not Mcfarlane's fault that he's not entirely comic book accurate, because this gentleman here that I'm holding has an array of weapons that he can summon on command to teleport to him. And guys, what more of a badass can you ask from a dude who put Superman in the ICU? This guy shot Superman with a kryptonite bullet. Come on, man. Look at this absolute, and I'm going to call him an absolute unit, because this is just an incredible figure. Couple of disappointments that we're going to begin looking at. We'll get to it. But just wanted you guys to just take a moment, look at the paint. Give me a second. He does have a little bit when I was taking him off the packaging. Got to polish the dome for him. And again, guys, if aliens, if the Xenomorphs were to create some kind of human form Xenomorph, well, they already are. The drones kind of look a little human, but this would be the guy. We're going to look at his articulation now. It's just I can't help but look at that helmet. I know I keep putting it in front of the camera. The color schemes are beautiful. I am going to tell you something, guys, that I noticed compared with also Dr. Fate. Mcfarlane is not putting them in a hard body shell. This is like kind of soft, like a squishy type of hard body shell. You guys did see that it came with the two swords, and we'll look at that right now before I begin doing the articulations on him. But as you can see, there's nowhere for him, unless I'm wrong, to store the swords that he can summon up like he did in the movie. And a lot is not explained about the character. I don't know why they, you know, James Gunn did not go ahead and put him teleporting in there. He's got the suit. That's what the suit is for. But we'll begin right now. Let's take a look at his articulation. His head goes side to side, as you can see there. It does look down, and it does look up. Man, you can't beat that with this character. It's just great. He's got butterfly joints, as you can see in there. And because of this hard shell, which gives him like an extra body, it does flex out. It looks like, yep, he's got bicep swivels. He's got double jointed arms. And he's got wrist swivel, which Mcfarlane, you did a beautiful job on this character, because the ball joint is inside this, wow, I just forgot the name. Sorry about that, guys. It's inside his gauntlet. That's what I was looking for, the word gauntlet. And this helps with the stability, and that the joint doesn't come out like the Wonder Woman video. You guys can go back to my Wonder Woman video and see how easily it just came out. Luckily, it's not one of the characters that I'll use, mainly, especially in my world, since I've got different stories. Same thing goes with this arm. Gauntlets in there, double jointed elbows. The back, again, it's a soft plastic. Look at that. Okay, man, I can't help how badass this guy looks. This guy's just more badass than Deadshot. I don't forget Deadshot. So we've got that mechanism that I like. This is as far as he can go on the split. He's got this type of uniform. Let's go ahead and bend the knee. Double jointed knee right there. This knee almost sounds like it's in that new ratchet system that Mcfarlane's been lately putting on the action figures. But as you can see there, and Mcfarlane, your action figures are top heavy. They tend to fall down. They don't stable. But man, you are probably looking at my videos and you are listening to me because you are bringing the boot all the way down to that ball joint that makes the legs a little bit weak. And I'm going to pull this here so you guys can see it's just great. It's got toe articulation. The boot is covering the joint, which is what I like because I feel like those ball joints make the figures just fall down, even though I put them on the stand on there. So now we're going to put the swords in his hand so we can take a look at him, because this is the part that everybody's been wanting to see. And before we put what I've got a surprise of what I'm doing with this figure. Sorry guys, I took them off camera. Give me a second. Let's put these swords in there. Sorry about that, folks. And here he is with the swords. Now, when I did see him, I'm pulling him off just so I can pose him there. When Mcfarlane was on the pre-order and I saw his picture, man, I just thought it was just whack. These swords, this character with just these swords. And when I actually Google him, just take a moment, guys, type in DC Bloodsport, and then just go to images. You're going to see these amazing pictures with these amazing guns that this guy's just having. And one of the reasons I want to address, it's not Mcfarlane's fault, guys. You know, you got to do with what you have. And Mcfarlane's just doing what DC or maybe Warner Brothers, but Warner Brothers doesn't want guns included with the action figures because they think it's going to stop school shootings. But again, you do you. But for those of you who are getting the character, I'm going to make some recommendations, and if you have better ones, by all means, tag me on Instagram if you've done with this guy. In a few minutes, I may have to stop the video to accommodate his hands with what I'm about to do and show you. But again, yeah, these are his swords, and I'll probably reuse them for another character to use it that will look much better with swords. But I'm going to show you now. I'm going to take them off screen and show you what I've collected as far as weapons to make him even look more of a badass. Alright, so I pulled them off screen. I don't know if I'm going to have to pause the video to accommodate it, but let's see what his hands can do. Just one moment. Probably guys can hear me. Just one moment, guys. Whoops. Almost done, guys. If not, I'll just pause the video real quickly and get back to you guys as soon as I get a grip on that. And so here he is. Now, how badass does that look? Let me bend the knees for him just to put him in like in an action pose as if he's shooting. Great, the gun fell off his hands. And again, guys, you gotta finagle with what I did was, gentlemen, I purchased as soon as I saw this character online, I got him for the guns, but I purchased a character from Fortnite called Jackal, and I said, man, that's one wicked gun this guy's got there. I hope he doesn't mind me borrowing it and putting it on this absolute unit of a character. And look at that thing. This guy looks much better with weapons on him, guns. And I'm going to show you what the next gun I'm going to put on him, but look at this thing. Look how it looks. Much better, right? How would a dude who fights Superman confront the Man of Steel with 2 swords? Give me a break. Look at this. I'm sure this gun is going to be filled with kryptonite bullets. Look at that. I mean, how crazy does this look? And how amazing does that look? And I only wish Mcfarlane would have just said something to WB and would have included, guys, just Google his image and you're going to see he's got some kind of weird futuristic rifle which looks amazing. But I got this. Let me put him down lower. I got this. And he's got kind of like that color scheme from the Cobra soldiers, the ones with the shield, the Cobra guards. But look at that. So now I'm going to pull him off screen again, and I'm going to put another gun on him. And again, guys, sky's the limit. It's what you're only limited by what your imagination can come up with. Look at that. This guy. So this is, I did a video on the Scientist, and this is one of the guns that came with the Scientist, and I said this is going to go great with Bloodsport. I want to get him a machine gun, you know, because he does have machine guns in the comics. He doesn't have that futuristic weapon, but I got him, you know, that other minigun. So again, guys, it's what your imagination can do. Do what you can. I did keep the harvesting tool because I thought this guy would look badass with it. I'm going to put it in his hands. And guys, I just want you to know his hands are very soft and pliable. You don't have to heat them up, so they do move and they will grip some things. And here he is with the harvest tool. And it just looks right for him. It just, weapons that he can conjure up or teleport to him, you know, would have been great if, again, WB would have allowed that. What I will do is, he doesn't have a place to put this gun, so I'll probably get some sticky tacky or something, put it on the gun, and that way the character, you know, will be able to use that. So again, guys, leave a comment. Tell me what you think of the character. Let me know what your thoughts are. And again, guys, I'm not going to collect. I will not be collecting the Suicide Squad, and I'm not going to. I just find them ridiculous. And to each his own. I am a consumer. I have a right to buy whatever I want to buy, and I just don't like them. So again, guys, leave me your comments. Let me know what's going on. Tell me if you like the character, and if you like the show, hit like, and if you want to get notified, hit the notification button or even subscribe. Again, guys, just want to tell you that I've enjoyed doing this video. I was looking forward to getting this character badass, using some of these Fortnite machine guns and weapons on him. They just look absolutely crazy on him. And again, guys, subscribe. Let me know what you think. If you have some badass photos that you've done with this character, by all means, share it with me. Tag me on Instagram. Sorry, I'm adjusting the light there a little bit. And again, this is Red, and I am out.